remember all those missions we completed as a ninja team? Sakura, you and I were known as the realest fiends. Now the Akatsuki's got your head in the wrong place, and war is coming.
What is up, people? Double4Anime here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a preview discussion for Naruto Manga Chapter 615. This is going to be a big one, guys. I definitely have to say that there's a lot of things we're going to be covering today. The last chapter marked one of the biggest deaths in the series thus far. Neji Hyuga, one of the younger generation's members, died protecting Naruto and Hinata, and it really did touch me. I actually did feel there's been a lot of fucked up things going on lately in the world, in the media, in my favorite series. The sad shooting that occurred in Connecticut and Neji's death. Even though Neji's death isn't a real death, it just feels like a gloomy 2 weeks for me. I don't even know how I feel, honestly. So let's start off with a synopsis of Naruto Manga Chapter 614. What big things occurred in Naruto Manga Chapter 614? Madara actually needs to take a lively form. Now this is actually very weird because in Kishimoto's interview, he stated that Madara cannot be stopped. Right now he's in his strongest form, so it doesn't seem like he's in his strongest form. It seems like his lively form was stronger than this Edo Tensei form, so that means he needs to go back to him being alive, and I actually thought that the Edo Madara was powerful enough to withhold becoming the Ten Tails. But it looks like I was wrong, and looks like many others were wrong. And Obito kind of put a bad taste in Madara's mouth. It's really interesting to see how these two things will play out, eventually. Obito is finally giving him, a taste of his own medicine. Madara, has been in a better mood lately, but looks like Obito is in a more pissy state now. Naruto and Hinata fight side by side. Because actually, Naruto and Hinata fighting side by side is further hinting that Hinata is gonna die in this war arc, and that leaves a gap open for Narusaku. HQ plans are uncovered, and Naruto is going to be the big piece in the plans. This was just so obvious. Like, if anyone did not see Naruto being the big shit in the plan that HQ had made before they kind of got knocked out by that fucking meteor, I don't even know what to say, because it's so obvious. Naruto's the main character of the series. He's going to be the one that's going to withhold the plans. We don't really know how things are going to play out between him and whatever the plan is, but it seems like maybe he won't take that route. Maybe he'll take another route now, because witnessing his father's death can either make him more dedicated to complete his plans or just completely fuck up his mind. So we'll see what route Kishi takes with that. And the last big thing that occurred in the last chapter was the Jubi going forward. Now, we don't really know what the Jubi going forward really means. All we do know is that those things that it was shooting, those splinters, were either part of it or were part of it touching something. Sawyer7Mage, another YouTuber, that does manga and anime reviews, he stated that each one of the tails carries its own sort of power. The only problem I have with something like this is if the Jubi is in one of its earliest states, why would it be able to have all of these different powers? Maybe it gets different powers as it moves on to a different state. The Jubi will play a big part in whether or not people die. And if he does not focus on the Jubi, I don't think too many people will die in the next few chapters. So that's pretty much it for Chapter 614. Let's jump into Chapter 615, just in case flashbacks don't occur. The biggest part of the next few chapters, is definitely Naruto's reactions to Neji's death. Kishi threw in a lot of panel time, and Naruto witnessed his death, like, right in front of his face, so I definitely have to say that he's going to go crazy. If he does not lash out and go crazy, this is not the Naruto I once knew, because whenever someone dies in Naruto, you see tears running down his face, he's definitely going to be just completely full of emotion, go crazy, berserk, and while he has more control over the Kyuubi, I definitely have to say that he's going to go crazy. Now, while Shikaku's father died, I don't think that it's going to really touch him as much as Neji, touched him during the Chunin exams, during their last battle, during the time when Neji was freed and just changed his complete views on the world. So I'd have to say that Naruto's reaction to this is going to play a big role in the next few chapters. That's gonna be the fucking theme. Naruto just like goes crazy. I'm sure Naruto's gonna like walk up into the middle of the field and go like, duh, 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 duh. I came here to smack a hoe.
I'll trap his ass, put his ass in a plastic bag with his trash ass.
And how will Rock Lee feel having his #1 teammate, his rival throughout the ages, just die? Do you think Rock Lee might enter a bigger state now that he's dead? Very, very interesting, people. I have to say that Rock Lee is gonna go crazy now. Like, boom, 8 gates, kill motherfucker, go boom, and now he's dead. As I said earlier in this video, Obito and Madara definitely aren't in the best state right now. I definitely have to say that Obito is going to try to split himself from Madara eventually, just judging by the words. Whether or not he turns good or not won't change the fact that he's a crappy villain and will remain a crappy villain, but Obito's really stepping up his game. I do like to see this kind of side from Obito, and I definitely have to say that depending on how he plays out and depending on what he does, I'd have to say that, you know, maybe, just maybe, Obito will kind of split his ties from Madara, try to run away or try to do something, because it just doesn't look like these two are just in a good state right now. And I know that Madara needs Obito now, and it's very interesting how things will play out now, because Madara has something that Obito needs, so he can't kill him off. Obito is not strong enough to kill Madara off, so it's like a trust thing between the two. They can't really hurt each other. They're kind of like, they both can do something to each other. The Ninja Alliance is going to have to find a way to change Obito, and if they do that, they can win the war. And if Obito turns good, obviously this war's completely over, because now the Allies have a piece that they can use against Madara, and Madara can't hurt Obito, and Obito just can go in there and smack a bitch. You guys remember how one of the captains in the last chapter was like, yo, I need Kurama to fucking hold this shit back, but while he's recovering, I'm gonna hold shit back. Will he die? It won't matter. He's trashy. Naruto, like, this bitch killed your parents, bro. Like, how are you gonna act like nothing happened? It's just kind of weird. Like, I would not change my views on the QB that quickly. Just a piece of hate. It's just like hate. After this moment, if Kishi just switches from the scene, that would be, again, terrible writing. You know, Kishimoto can't just switch from the scene because a big death just occurred. If he switches, that'll be a bitch slap and disrespectful to Neji. Obviously, flashbacks will either play effect now, but this video is more focused towards the outcome of what will happen soon. And flashbacks might take in next chapter. So if they do, you know, for Neji, I definitely have to say that they need flashbacks. It's respectful to the character of Neji, and that's all I have for this video, guys. I definitely have to say that if there's going to be some next chapter, it's going to be flashbacks. If no flashbacks, you can take everything else that was in this video, just push it back for another preview or whatnot.